This is my printer.
I fucking hate it. Do you get me? Do you hear me? I fucking hate my printer.
I did a video earlier on about how it spits out the disc thing for no reason. When I ask it to print things, it says, oh, disc. Oh no, give me it back, I'm hungry. So you put it back in, and it prints it. But it does that every single time, every single fucking time. So I'm suddenly in a bad mood. I've been in a really good mood today. I've got things done, I've got on top of stuff. You know, I've got on top of things. I've woken up, got up immediately and started doing things rather than being kind of tired or lazy or not really sure, knowing quite what to do. Some days I just spend the whole day kind of going, oh, I should do that. I should maybe have to do that. Oh, what do I do first? Oh, I'll get some breakfast. And then the day goes and I look back and think, I didn't actually do anything. Not really. You know, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. A tin, a thing, a hat. Only Anna Tevka. I've just realised, you know, I've noticed recently there are more wrinkles here, far more wrinkles here than there are here. And I think it's because I have a tendency to do that. Fuck's sake. Oh, Canal. Canal's a great story. I used to work in a video shop, and there was a kid brought back a video one time, and he put the video on the counter. This is when we would do videos, that's how long ago it is. A video shop, it was Blockbuster when Blockbuster was around. Hate them, I'm glad they shut down. And this kid came in with, he was returning a video, put it over the counter, and I'll tell it sequentially, okay? He put the video over the counter, and then he asked me about some other film that was coming out due, you know, if it was out yet. I don't know, let's just pick... Dude, Where's My Car? I don't know why, of all films, that just came to mind. So he asked if Dude, Where's My Car had come out, and I said, no, it's not until Monday. And he put it, and he still had the returned video. I'm looking at it here in my imaginary hand. No, the hand's not imaginary, the video is in my hand. And he put it down and went, Canal, and walked out. And I thought... And he was like 8 or something, 8 or 10 or maybe 11 or maybe 11 and a half, you know, it's 12 and 3/4. So and I thought, that's a bit much, you know, swearing like that. Not only at that age, but at me, just because a video hasn't been released yet. It's not my fault, is it? And when I scanned the video back into stock, it comes up with the customer details. And his surname was Canal. And I realised that what he was doing, he was telling me his name as he was handing it over. And it just seemed, it struck me as I've always remembered that. Canal. So now I say it all the time. Oh, Canal. So, what was I even doing? Oh, bling. Right, okay. Oh, gosh, that's all gone all floppy. Can I just tighten that? Can I tighten that? Oh, I don't know how. No, it says tight as it'll go. So why is it all floppy? Right, oh, that's 2 of them now. Yes, of course. Right, let's just see. Oh, it's the ink. Right, which ink is it? It's going to say magenta. It's going to be an ink I've run out of, isn't it? It's going to be an ink I don't have. Can you hear my nose? It's a bit stuffy, a bit fluffy, I was going to say then. I've got a fluffy nose. I have got a bit of a fluffy nose, actually. Magenta. Am I going to have magenta? See, what's annoying me is my printer just had a epi earlier on, had a spaz out. I'm probably not allowed to say that, but fuck you, you fucking wankers who are going to stop me saying what I want to say. Spaz out. Yellow. Black, 3, but 4 blacks. I've got 4 blacks. Am I not allowed to say blacks either? I'm probably especially not allowed to say black spazzes. Oh, magenta. Oh, hang on. Is it? Oh, it is. Well, that's disappointing. I've actually got it. I can't complain about that now. God's sake. You know, if I had legitimate complaints, I might be able to do something about it. That's the problem. But most of my complaints are just annoying things that I can't really do anything about and people don't really care about. And that's my biggest complaint. Is that I can't actually legitimately expect anybody to do anything about the things I complain about because they're too niggly and faffy and trivial. So anyway, I just thought I'd do a little video while I'm annoyed, because that's the best time to do a video, while I'm annoyed. And I'm annoyed. I'm less annoyed now because I've vented a little bit. And here's my thingy. This is my compatible ink cartridge. Epson says, do not use compatibles because they can extinguish your warranty and they can give you cancer and they will make your social life hell. They can also damage the environment and they will make dolphins swim into tuna nets. So please use legitimate ink cartridge and not these extremely cheap compatibles. I mean, they really, really are extremely cheap. They're about 1/10 as cheap as the legitimate ones. But remember, the legitimate ones do not give you cancer, and they do not trap dolphins, and they do not swear at your children, whereas the compatibles do. This has been a public service message on behalf of the public, and not in any way biased towards Epson. Compatible inks. They get the job done. No, I don't know how to finish this now. How do I finish this now? You know? I've run out there. And I was stretching it as it was. So what do I do next? What do I do next?
Nothing.
Something else that happens to me a lot as well is that I occasionally wander around my room where I live and only I live. I occasionally have my children around, and every so often, you know, like in my clothes or attached to a pillow or just sort of floating in the air, I get long hairs just sort of waft into my face, and like I take them off and they're long hairs. Where the fuck have they come from? They're probably my daughter's, but she's only here, you know, once a week, really. It's like the universe is saying, where should we send all the hairs, the stray hairs, long hairs that come off people's heads? Let's give them to Chris Chapman, because he's bald. Let's take the piss out of that, shall we? Yeah, I should get on, actually, because part of the reason I got annoyed with my printer is because it's a fucking printer. I am now going to go. I've had enough of this rant. I feel like there's more to say. There's always more to say. But I'm going to have to finish now. Like and subscribe. Got it? Yeah, I finished that video, but now I've felt compelled to start again. To do this additional little piece to follow the previous one, right? Okay, yeah? Because I'm having a really fucking wonderful day, and I thought you might want to hear about it. Right. The printer... Will you stop that? The printer is there. Right. It is now working. Apparently. I've changed the ink, but now it's doing this thing. This wonderful thing that it's never done before. Isn't it fun when you find... It's just great when you find that your equipment has a whole different level of functions that you never knew before existed and that are completely useless to you. We click on print. I'm gonna push that in. Doesn't matter whether it's in or not at this point because it's still gonna do this. Right, I'll put one print. Continue. Right, now it does the thing where it spits it out. That's normal. It always does that. It spat it out. It's asking for it back, which is normal. This is what it always does. It spits it out. If you see my previous video, spits it out. When you ask it to print, instead of printing, it spits it out. Then it asks for it back. I'm used to that now. I'm fine. I'm over it. And I've adapted, like humans do. I've adapted to that. So now what happens, normally what happens, is you push this back in, and then it prints it. Okay? So let's see if that happens. Oh, and of course, you have to press the button as well to tell it that you've pushed it in, so that it knows that you've put it in. It's the thing. It knows when it's not in, but it doesn't know when it is in. So you have to tell it that. So I'm going to tell it that now by pressing the button. Right, there's the button. Press it, so it know. And now it's faffing about with it. Yeah. It's fiddling about with it. It's moving it in and out. And it's moving it in and out. And it's... Oh, it appears to be printing. It didn't do that last time. Last time, it spat it out again. And then the print status said... indicated that the printing had been complete. And it hadn't done it. So I thought, I'll do another video about that.
So, of course, it's like when you ask the TV repairman to come round and the TV works fine when he's there. Because TV repairman have a magic thing. They have a magic aura that fixes the TV, but only when they're present. Because as soon as they leave, TV gets broken again. Maybe TVs miss TV repairman. Oh, God. I don't know if that's an old adage. It's doing its job. But like before, sometimes the irritating thing in life is when things don't go wrong like you expect them to. I've lost all my energy now. I've lost it. I've had enough. I'm going to look at the camera now. All right, I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye. I think I'm saying goodbye. As soon as I turn the camera off, of course, something else is going to go wrong, and you're going to see my face going.